Hi guys. Okay, so my vanity behind me is a complete and total disaster. I tried to like round up my top 20 lipsticks for 2016-ish. These are like the colors that I've pretty much worn throughout the year. I don't really do like a lot of pinks. I usually do pinks and reds and stuff like that very rarely. On occasion, if I do a red, it's like a red like this, like a deeper burgundy, something like that. My everyday lip color is like a nude lip color. I'm not like a huge like dramatic color person unless it's like Halloween or something like that, especially because I work in like a salon that's well, it's mainly focused on waxing and like brows and like stuff like that. So I don't wear like crazy lipstick. We're not doing like full faces of makeup there for the client. So for me, I'm usually in a more like put together, clean, no makeup type look, and then like, you know, a lip color. Lipstick is like my all-time favorite makeup product. I love all makeup, but lipstick, it doesn't matter how many shades of red, nude, pink, whatever. If I see it and it's new and the packaging is pretty and it's a good, you know, consistency or whatever, I'm probably gonna buy it. So I'm going to do my top 20 lip swatches on my lips. Hopefully my lips are gonna hold up. Who knows, because my poor babies, I'm about to put them through the ringer, putting on and taking off. Most of the lip colors that I have are matte lip colors, obviously, because I literally just said I love matte lip colors. I love lip colors that don't go anywhere. I can put them on and like eat or drink or talk or whatever, and then continue on with my day without having to put more on like all the time. I don't want to have to do a lot of touch-ups and stuff like that. And these lipsticks, I haven't really had an issue with like touching up and stuff like that. I noticed with like a lot of matte lipsticks that I use, I can't, once you let the color dry on your lips, like you don't want to go back in with another coat, because then it just becomes like flaky and dry and weird, like, and I don't like that. So I try and like get the color to what I want it before it dries, and then it usually just stays on all day, the colors that I have. So these are all the swatches. I don't know why I swatched this way, but we'll just do it this way. Yeah, there you go. These are all the color swatches for the lipsticks that I'm going to do today. I have them in order of how I have them here, so that way I don't get confused. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, to start off, we are starting with Milani, and this is in the color Sugar. It is a really pretty burgundy, vampy red. I love it to death. I'm currently trying to show you the name of it. Don't know why, because it's really hard and small. But here it is up close with just a few swipes on. It is kind of drying, so it does dry really quick. Next we have Milani, and this is the color Covet. I love this color. It's so pretty. It's such a rich brown. There's a swatch of it. And there it is again on my lips. It's just really nice. A really, really pretty fall color. I just really love it for, I mean, it's really nice for every day actually too, but it's really perfect for the fall. It's a really popular color right now. Next we have Milani, and this is in the color Loved. I love this color. It's actually different than what I normally wear because I don't really wear pinky type lips, but I actually like this one for some reason. In person, it's not as pink as it shows up on camera, but I really love it. You just really have to be careful with how you apply it because it can look patchy. Now the first three that I did are all Milani shades. These are the Milani Amore Matte Lip Creams. They're the newer lipsticks from Milani. All of these dry matte. I didn't use a lip liner or anything. I wanted to kind of show the actual like true color of the lip color without like adding anything or whatever. Plus it would just get really messy if I'm like using lip liner and all that jazz. So yeah, I just wanted to show like the actual like colors of the lippies. They look slightly different in the bottle than they do out, but not too much. There's not too much of a difference. This one, if you put on a good amount and like decent coats of it, it gets really dark and it looks really nice. If you put on like a lighter swatch of it or a lighter layers of it, it comes out a little more of a deep red, which I love. So yeah, these are really great. I put them on and literally like once they dry matte, I don't have to reapply them. If I do have to reapply them from like eating or drinking or something, it's few and far between. I do notice mainly with this color, the darker color, which is sugar. I noticed that with sugar, I do have an issue with like crumbling and stuff and it coming off like in this area. But I feel like that's like all lipsticks for me, matte or otherwise. Mainly in that area, it usually comes off first. I do notice if you do layer this, once like an area has dried, you get that like flaky, like weird texture and it starts to like flake off and it feels really weird. So you really want to make sure that you exfoliate your lips for one before you wear these. And I would make sure that I get whatever coats or color that I want before it dries, because once it dries, like adding more just makes it really flaky and weird and gross, and I don't really like that. But other than that, I really love these. The pigmentation is amazing in these. All these swatches, it was literally like a few strokes and that's the pigmentation that I got. So yeah, I really love these. And on to the next ones. Okay, next up we're doing Gerard Cosmetics, and this first color is Ruby Slipper. It's a really pretty like deep vampy red. It has some sparkles in it, if you can see there in the swatch. It's a little harder to see on camera, but it does show up pretty well in person. You can see it a little bit as I turn. Disregard the oiliness in this video. It's going to be happening because I swatched 20 lipsticks. Next up, we have Cocoa Bean. I just had to swatch this on camera because it is so cute that it has a light. I love that every time I use it. I think it's adorable. Perfect for if you're in a dark space or a car or in the club and you have to touch up or reapply. There you go. You got your light and your little mirror on it, and it's so cute. This is more of like a gloss rather than a lipstick. You do have to reapply this more often than any other type of lipstick just because it is a gloss and it does come off pretty easily. I usually use this over top of other lipsticks just because it stays a little better, just gives it a little gloss if you don't want a full matte lip. But it's really nice either by itself with a lip liner or with a lipstick. And here's a swatch of it on the actual lips. It's really shiny, but really pretty. Then with Gerard, this is Iced Mocha. This looks really good on pretty much every skin tone that I've seen it on. It looks different on different skin tones, some light, some dark, but just all around it's just a really nice color. Here it is up close. I really like the coverage. It's really good coverage and really pigmented, and they all smell really good too. There's a swatch of it, and there's a swatch of Cocoa Bean as well, and a swatch of Ruby Slipper. If I can get my camera to focus. And then next up is Boss Lady. This is Boss Lady. It's more of like a brown. It's a really nice brown. It's like a matte brown, and I love matte lipsticks. This is it when it's semi-dry. It takes a little bit to dry, but once it dries, it stays on. Here it is a little closer up. Still not fully dry. I feel like it dries a tad more satin than it does actually matte, but I love the color still. So these were the four Gerard Cosmetics lipsticks that I was like really loving this year. I have quite a few Gerard lipsticks, but these were the four that I reached for the most this year, I feel. Ruby Slipper and Boss Lady are like the deepest colors in the group. Ruby Slipper is like a really like deep red. It's got some sparkles in it. Like if you look close, it really has like some sparkles. I don't think the camera captured it, but it has like a pretty good amount of sparkle, just like a little sparkle. So like if the light hits your lips just the right way, like you get a little glitter on it. It's not like overpowering or like a crazy amount of glitter in it, but it is a nice little amount of glitter just to kind of add that little extra pizzazz. Boss Lady is like a deeper brown, which I really love. I love like deep brown lipsticks. So that was like a really nice color that I was really surprised by and really loved. It actually looks different on different skin tones. It looks good on every skin tone that I've seen it on, but it looks different on different skin tones. So you would just have to like swatch it on yourself or something to see if that's the color that you prefer. But I love it. Cocoa Bean is more of like a gloss. It has like a little color to it, but it's not like a super crazy pigmented. It's kind of something that I usually added over another nude gloss. I noticed that kind of gave it like that oomph that I was looking over 1995 and Underground in Gerard. So it looked really nice over those. It looks really great by itself. So if you just want to wear like a gloss with a little bit of color in it, a nice little nude to it, this is really great for that. And then the last one, Ice Mocha, that was really good too. It also looks different on different skin tones. On lighter skin tones it looks a little darker. On darker skin tones it looks a little lighter, but it looks good on pretty much every skin tone that I've seen it on. I really love it. So yeah, these are the four from Gerard that I was really loving this year, that I reached for like as much as possible when I just wanted like a nice nude or a deep red or a dark brown, something that kind of added a little pizzazz to my makeup, especially if I was wearing something like, you know, really toned down in the makeup region. Like my lips were always like, you know, the main standpoint, especially for work. So yeah, these are my choices. Next up we have NYX. These are the three NYX lip lingeries that I've been loving. Honeymoon, Teddy, and Beautymark. These are all nude colors. First one is Honeymoon. This one's a lot of lighter of a nude. It's kind of ashy if you don't use it with a lip liner, at least with my skin tone. I feel like it's really ashy without an actual darker lip liner underneath. But I do love the color. On lighter skin tones, you can use it without a lip liner, and I feel like it would look really good. But for me, I feel like it's ashy without a lip liner. As you can see, once it's dry and it's there and it stays, and I love that about it. This one is Teddy, and it's a little darker than Honeymoon, which I like. I feel like I can wear this color without needing a lip liner. If I just didn't have a lip liner or didn't want to wear a lip liner, I feel like it's a little better on my skin tone, a lot less ashy and a lot more of a deeper nude, but still skin tone nude. And then last lip lingerie is Beautymark, which is my favorite out of the three. I love this color. I wear it anytime I want to wear a nude lipstick without needing a lip liner or anything else, especially if I'm having like a basic makeup day. This is like the perfect color for me to put on and just continue on with my day. It's the same with all three. Once they're dry and they don't go anywhere, and I don't have to touch up, I feel, for a really long time. These are the swatches of the NYX Suede. Here they are a little closer up. I love them. The first one is Cherry Skies. It is a really red color. I don't really wear red on a daily basis, but if you love red colors on a daily basis, this would be a perfect one, I feel. I feel like these have a more suede dry than anything else. This one is Club Hopper, and just like Cherry Skies, it dries semi matte, I want to say. It doesn't dry fully matte. It is still a little wet, so it does transfer a lot more than a matte lipstick would. But this one is another brown shade. Clearly, I'm loving the brown, but I love this color as well. And that was it for the NYX swatches. These 5 colors, they're different. Like the lip lingeries, they dry like matte, whereas the liquid suede dries like semi matte, I guess. Like it has more transfer than these because it doesn't dry matte all the way. But these do look really nice. Like if you put like a lip liner, sometimes I'll line my lips and then fill them in just a little bit and then put these on, and it kind of makes it last a little longer. I like that a lot. I haven't actually worn these alone without a lip liner, but just from wearing them now, like it's not sticky, but it does, you can feel that it dries like a semi matte. It's not like that tight matte matte feeling that you get when you wear a matte lipstick. These they're not uncomfortable to wear. I love them. I love the colors. These are all literally like skin tone nudes. Like Beautymark is my favorite, which is this one. They all look decently similar in the bottle, but they look different especially in person. On camera it's a little harder to capture, but they do have different kind of nude undertone, I guess, as you can tell. Like Honeymoon is the lightest, and then Teddy, and then Beautymark is my favorite. But they are pretty much similar, so if you were going to choose one, it really doesn't matter. I'd say if you were a lighter skin tone, Honeymoon would be the best way to go because that should be like a better nude for you. If you're a deeper skin tone, then I would say Beautymark, just because it's a little deeper, it's a little more of a natural nude, more of a skin tone lip color, if you will. So yeah, I really love those. The suedes, the suedes, I like them. I like them better over a lip liner. They don't have as good of lasting power as the mattes do, the lingeries, but you know, it's not a matte. It does stain a little bit, but it's not enough to where you don't have to reapply as often as you do with these. I feel like with these, I don't really reapply unless I'm really like eating and drinking constantly. But these, I don't really have an issue. These, I do have to reapply more than a matte. Now we're moving on to Colourpop. This is actually my favorite lipsticks of the bunch. This first one is in K, which is my favorite one from Colourpop. I'm really sad that they're not continuing, as far as I know, this line. But here it is. It's more of like an orangey brown. And these as well, once they dry, they're dry. As you can see, the parts of my lips that are already dry didn't transfer. But once those babies are dry, they're dry and they're not going anywhere. They're already dry. I love them to death. But this is my favorite color ever so far from Colourpop. I love this color. Next up in this color, we have Rooch. This is like a deep red brown, really earthy tones. I got a lot of like deep earthy nude tones from Colourpop so far. I like darker lip colors, especially for fall and winter. It's like my favorite. But I love this color. I think it looks so good on every skin tone that I've seen it on so far. I just love that color. This is a swatch of Kapow. Kapow is, again, kind of like the NYX Lip Lingerie in Honeymoon. If you don't wear it with a lip liner and you're a certain skin tone, I feel like it can come off a bit ashy. On camera, it looks a little more ashy than in person, but I still wear this with an actual lip liner just because it is a little bit of a different tone. It's like a grayish, purplish kind of thing going on. So I do wear this color with a lip liner. This next one is LAX. LAX is another one of my favorites. It's yet another dark, vampy lip color. I was really into like the deep reds, deep browns, deep nude kind of thing this year. And this is a really good staying power. Like, and I feel like you can build these a bit more, even if it's a little dry. I feel like you can put another light layer over it even after it's dry, and it doesn't give off that like weird crusty flaky kind of thing. But I love this, especially on darker skin tones. This lip color is so beautiful. I just love it so much. And here I am doing some awkward arm movements to show you the swatches of the last few lipsticks. Here is Limbo. I love this color as well. This is more of a brown red, I feel. It's more of like a brick color, and I love that. I love the earthy tone it gives off. And then this last one is Embellish. This is another matte brown. I feel like it has like a slight brick tone to it in person, but it's like a really deep brown. Oh, my voice cracked there. It's like a really deep brown, almost slight hint of black brown in it. And I love that about it because it's kind of like a different color. Yeah, I love these. I'm obsessed with Colourpop. Like, I have plenty of their colors and I'm still ordering more. Like, I love their ultra matte lip color. The one thing that I hated was the packaging, just like the silver and the writing, like it just rubbed off like crazy. But they have like newer packaging on some of their lip products, and it's like more of like a glass bottle, or like a really strong plastic, I don't know. But I really like this packaging better. I feel like it's a lot more sleek and the words won't rub off as much. But I love these. These are all matte lipsticks because they're all ultra mattes. I put them on, they dry super quick, and they stay there. Like, it takes me forever to get these puppies off. Like, and I don't have to keep redoing them or adding more. None of that. I put it on, get the color right, let it dry, bam, you're done for the day. Like, I literally put these on in the morning at work and then go through my whole 6, 8, 12-hour day, whatever I'm doing that day, and not have to touch up once. So I love these. These are my favorite. And now on to the last three. These are Renegade Lippies. The little packaging is so cute. It's like a little white bullet with Renegade and then like a little lip. I hope you can see that because it might be too bright, but I love them. This is the color On the Run. I did swatch on the, I don't know why I have three because I literally have two of the same thing, but these are the two swatches down here. On the Run and Explicit. Explicit is the darker one. And then I'll just put it on. My lips are so raw right now, it's so terrible. Yeah, this is the color On the Run. I wear this color with a lip liner for sure. I wear it with like a little darker of a brown lip liner just to give it a little more color, a little more depth to my lips because I don't want to look dead. But I feel like in person it looks a lot better, and then it probably looks weird because I have like red lipstick, brown lipstick just all around my lips. But yeah, this is the color On the Run. This is the color Explicit. It's more of like a, I want to say like an orange brown. With these, I like to wear them with like a lip liner, with like a matte lip liner or something, just because they're not they don't have as much staying power as like my matte lipsticks. But I do love the color, and these smell like candy. Like the Milani ones smell like candy, and these smell like a lipsticky candy. I don't know, it's like a weird smell. Milani smells legitimately like candy to me. This smells like lipstick, but with like a hint of candy. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, this is more of like a nuder, orangey, earthy, brownish color, if you will. And then I wear this with like a brown lip liner or something just to jazz it up a bit. These Explicit and On the Run, they're kind of more, you have to add on a few layers to get the color that you really want. But once you get the color, like this is maybe like 2 swipes of each, so it's not like super pigmented, but it's like enough. So it's kind of like a lip stain in a way, like a lip stain lipstick, and then you can kind of like build it up a bit. I haven't built it too crazy because I don't want my lips to feel cakey, but I guess I will so that I can tell you if it gets cakey. But yeah, so that was my top 20 for 2016 lipsticks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. I need to go do a lip mask now because my lips are crying. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, like, all that jazz. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. It's all down below. I do have photos of me wearing a lot of these colors already, so then you can see them in like daylight and stuff like that. And I will see you guys later. Bye guys.